Oh, there's another one in the tree. It's got another bird. Oh, off he went. So we are back in town. We just finished our little short 15-minute or so live video to show everybody around Skagway a little bit. And now we are back over here on Broadway. Tiffany said, I am ready to shop till I drop. Right, baby? Are you shopping till you're dropping?
Or look until you drop.
Look till you drop? It has begun again. She's on the hunt for her magnet. Then we got to get a keychain. We've already gotten everything we could find that tastes like fireweed and salmon berries. Only because we'd never heard of them till we got up here. Oh, she found the wall of magnets. So we're here at the Authentic Tin Type Photography, but it has nothing to do with photography, does it?
No.
It has all to do with coffee and drinks. They got a little menu here, and then tons of stuff in here. Snacks, breakfast, white monsters. We've secured our morning beverage, or I have secured my morning beverage. Tiffany's had coffee, but she got one too. While we were in there, the fine folks in there said, go over to State Street and walk to the end of town. He said it's about 22 blocks. He says it's very pretty down there. There's a waterfall, and I quote, a creepy cemetery. So guess where we're headed? Creepy cemetery. So we're gonna head down State Street, see how far this is, and see if it lives up to what we were told, which I bet it does. So never hurts to ask one of the locals what's the good places to see, because they're gonna know.
Yes.
So we're heading down State Street through town, and this looks like, you know, the more of the residential side, not the touristy side. All the way down here, and I'm guessing the end of town is down there, right near the base of that mountain right there. 22 blocks later, we're up here by the rail yard. Heading up this direction. And I hope you see a tour bus, so we're definitely heading in the right way, following the sign. It says we got about another half mile to go. And there is a river over here to our left. Just really can't see it yet, at least. So we have made it down here. And what we thought was going to be a quiet, peaceful little adventure is a tourist stop. So we got buses and everything else. So hopefully it's not crowded with people just milling around. But we'll go down here and find out. So we made it to the Gold Rush Cemetery, and then there's some falls up here. I can hear the falls. But we're gonna head back on this trail and do a little more nature walking. And then we're not gonna be walking back. We're gonna be taking the shuttle back. Because it was about, he said, about a 2-mile walk out here. So yeah, we're gonna ride back. All right, so we have 2 of the grave sites. It's like Martin Intgen, and died in 1942, and Lucy
1946.
in 1946. And then Ried Falls. This is one of the ways, a little more naturey, to go up this way towards Ried Falls, which is about our speed. Yeah, so there's a sidewalk path that continued around. But I think if you take the back road here, go up the natural trail that they've made, there's definitely a lot less people. As soon as we got off the sidewalk, we quit seeing people. Alright, so this is Ried Falls. And there's a cave right over there. You want me to go up there? Ried Falls. What did you think about Ried Falls, baby? That was super pretty.
That was very pretty.
It was real cool to get up close to a waterfall.
Very tranquil.
Yes. And now we're gonna head across little bridge here. It says choose your trail, streetcar or cemetery. But we're gonna go this way across the bridge since we haven't been this way. Heading down, we got some more of the gravestones. We have 2 of them coming up here. We will start over here on the right.
Mary Wheeler Beck, wife of Matthew E. Clemenger.
Died in 1902. So we have Reverend Archibald Campbell, MD, in 1892?
Mm-hmm.
1892.
No, 1899.
1899.
Born in 1834, but he died like a week after his birthday.
Wow. We have John Holland in 1899. Henry McCool also in 1899. So what do we have next here, baby?
Some of these are really hard to read.
This one looks like it's...
Walter Nastis. Looks like he died in 1900.
This one's right on top. H.C. Parker
Yeah.
in 1900.
He's only 60.
Well, yeah, you figure some of these are probably hard to read. They've been here for over 100, well over 100 years, 124 years.
That one's 1899.
1899, quite a few 1899s.
Is it 1904.
1904.
1904.
And they are, you can see there are a lot down here. A lot of folks from the gold rush.
They're everywhere.
1898.
A lot of these died in their 40s.
Well, you figure gold rushing and coming all the way up through here, getting up here to Alaska, it was hard.
This guy was a deputy U.S. Marshal.
Another 1899.
19 years old.
Wow. That was Florence.
That one's 25.
Mrs. McMullen. 1899.
37.
J.P. Schultz, 1901. Age 23.
1899,
These folks were young.
Can't read that one anymore. 1899. Can't read that one.
Okay, that is sad. This would have been a 1-year-old baby.
1 day old.
1 day old baby. Wow. I said, and they go on.
Walking on somebody's grave. 1907.
1900.
What year did he die?
1898. Now this is Frank Ried, so this would have been who the falls were named after. It's Ried
Yeah.
Falls. Carolina Hilly in 1906. But you know, these people were tough to come to Alaska. I said the way they did back when this was a frontier. You see them all up through the hillside. And we got 1898s. We have an unknown.
This one was 2 years old.
2-year-olds. October 8th of 98. Clara Patton, born in 1875, died in
29 years old.
29 years old. Wow. There is a ton of history just right here of people that came to Alaska seeking their fortune. And then right behind that, you have this beautiful view. You can see the snow up there on the mountains. All right, so after you take the trail up to the falls, go through the Gold Rush Cemetery, it does come back to a nice sidewalk walk. And right over here, it's hard to see, but it's on the other side of the train tracks. There is a river over there. There, you can see it a little bit right here through the trees. We've got a nice big river. Some more final resting places. Those are 1949. Yep, that's the trail that we started on to go up to Ried Falls. We're gonna head back to the beginning down here and catch a shuttle back to town. So we're heading back towards town. Decided to walk along the river. But you just cannot beat that view right there. I'm halfway tempted just to sit down and stare at it for hours. But between the river, the mountains, the snow, how green it is. What do you think, baby? Just look, there's a house right behind you. Let's get that house right there and just sit out front, look at the mountains, look at the snow, and listen to the river. So we have made it back into town again. The Harley Davidson shop for all of your Harley Davidson needs. The Alaskan Fudge Company. Skagway Pizza Parlor if you need your pizza.
Look a little closed.
Skagway Social House. So we found a little offshoot here, bringing us back into a little area back here. They have restrooms, coffee, barbecue, ice cream. Some gold mining. That store says Radio Shack, baby. The last Radio Shack on Earth. I don't think it's actually a Radio Shack, but... Alright, so if you need a bicycle, though, this is where you can come rent yourself a bike to ride around on. Which would have been good to know before we headed out to Ried Falls. I definitely believe we would have rented bicycles.
Yes.
But tons of bikes you can rent. Alright, so we're heading into the Grizzlies General Store, or Radio Shack as the sign said. Let's see what kind of stuff they got in here. Alright, look baby, there's your furkini again.
No.
What do you mean no? No furkini? I've tried 2 cruise ports to let you get to furkini. You don't think that would look good on the Lido? You could be up by the pool, sunning in your furkini. Look, I found gold in there, baby. Go in there and get it. No?
No.
Sweetie, come here. So you won't get the gold, and you wouldn't wear the furkini. Come back here, I'm talking to you about furkinis. Don't walk off when we're talking furkinis. Alright, so Tiffany has found Alaskan fry bread. Show them the size of your fry bread, baby. That's like the size of her head.
And it's so good.
Eating her Alaskan fry bread. It's got like a cinnamon sugar type
Looks like a frisbee.
coating on it. Shows all the Chilkoot. I can't even say that. But it was getting to the Klondike Gold Rush. This is like the path that they were traveling. All right, so we're in the Gold Rush Museum. Now this in here is free of charge, done by the National Park Service. Routes to the Klondike Gold Fields. Supplies you could buy for the trails. Everything from dog packs up to coffee grinders, coffee pots, snowshoes. You say, well, what's for dinner? So you had bacon, beans, bread, salmon, halibut, and some berries. You want to go climb the trail like these guys right here?
If it steps all the way up, yeah.
Carrying a box. Look at the boxes on her back. You can't tell me that wasn't heavy. That's all their food and supplies and everything. They got to carry it with them. The Dead Horse Trail. just when you think it's over, she pulls you back in and makes you shop some more. Oh, baby. I said, more shopping, baby?
Sure.
I think this is appropriate for Tiffany and Alaska. It says mini moose. You need a mini moose?
I'm thinking.
Thinking, I figured. You can get Alaska and Disney all in one.
Yes.
All right, so now we are headed back to the cruise ship. We gotta head back to where we started, get on the shuttle bus, and head back over. So, baby, how was Skagway?
I liked it. I had fun.
So we are back on board the ship from Skagway. How was Skagway today, baby?
It was fun. Did a lot of walking. 10 miles.
A lot of walking, yeah. Well, we were a lot of steps. It was, last time I checked, we had already done over 10 miles just walking, but we went up the first trail. First we walked through town, then we went up halfway up the side of a mountain, came back down, then we said, hey, yeah, sure, we'll walk to
Ried's
Falls. How far could it possibly be? I said, and that, granted, when we got directions, he did say 22 blocks.
He did say 22 blocks.
So it's not like he said it's just around the corner. So we did walk all the way out to Ried's Falls. Then we walked a little trail out there in Ried's Falls, up to the falls. But that was completely worth it.
Yes.
Completely worth it. And there is a shuttle bus you can take. Like I said, there is a $5 shuttle you can take that will take you right out there. You don't have to walk. You don't have to do it on an excursion because it doesn't cost anything to go see Ried's Falls or anything like that, to see the Gold Rush Cemetery. So you can either walk out there like we did, you can rent a bicycle and ride out there if you're a bicycle person, or you can take a $5 shuttle. Some of the city tours, that's one of their stops. But I did notice with those tours, with the excursions, that, they're kind of rushed.
Yeah, they are.
They got out there and basically got up to the falls. Look, there's the falls. Okay, time to get back on the bus. And they were shooing them immediately back to the bus. They didn't get really a lot of time to just explore and enjoy. So it's up to you guys how you want to do it, but we did it completely on our own, took our time, saw everything we wanted to see, and then left at our own leisure. And we had plenty of time. And we're back on the ship, and we got about a little over an hour before we sail away. But yeah, highly recommend Skagway. Now, we did try to get into the Red Onion. That did not work out at all. I think the key to that, it opens at 10. I think you almost have to be at the door waiting before they open. Because by the time we got there was a little bit of a line. It was like a 45-minute wait. And honestly, I think some cruisers lost their minds today. There was some pushing and shoving going on in the line. And so at that point, we were like, okay, nope, we're out. We're not going to get involved in the middle of that. There was somebody that I guess had waited in line, got up near the door, and people are already getting impatient, and then started bringing his whole party into the line, which was like another 10 or 15 people. And that was getting people upset. And like I said, pushing and shoving was starting at that point. People are trying to come out. It was a mess. It's a little place. It's a little building. 3 cruise ships, pushing and shoving.
Yes.
So we said, you know what, next time, we now know ahead of time, we're just going to have to be there first.
Yes. But we had some really, really good fry bread.
Oh, that's true. We did go have some fry bread.
We did have some really good fry bread.
Yeah, you guys saw. It was the size of Tiffany's head.
It was.
But it was really, really good. So Skagway was another successful day. It kind of sucks, though. This is our last Alaska port.
Yes.
I mean, we still are going to Canada, but we don't get to Canada. Right now, it's Thursday afternoon. We don't get to Canada till 7 p.m. on Saturday. And we're only in Canada for like 4.5 hours. So we're not going to be there very long. So and it's 7 p.m. at night. So I'm not exactly sure how much there is going to be to do and how much you can actually go do, in such a short time. Definitely can't risk missing the ship.
Yeah.
So for now, though, we are back on board. We're going to relax a little bit here for the next hour until we sail away. And then maybe go and see if there's anything going on around the ship. Go hit dinner. And
Call it a night.
Probably call it a night. We've been walking for 3 days.
Yes.
Ketchikan, Juneau, Alaska. We've just been going, getting up super early, for all of these ports. So kind of looking forward to tomorrow being a sea day.
Yes.
I know Tiffany wants to sleep in. She is dang tired of getting up so early in the morning.
It's vacation. You're not supposed to set alarms.
You're probably also not supposed to walk over 10 miles on your vacation. We have a tendency to not relax on vacation as much as we should.
Yes.
We have a tendency to go. But there's so much to see and so much to do. But anyway, just kind of want to give everybody how Skagway was. We did a live in Skagway this morning. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that as well. But we're going to get some rest, and we will catch up with you guys when it's time to sail away.
Yes. That must have been an excursion.
Yeah, possibly. They could be using one of the lifeboats if it was some type of excursion that needed to be tendered. But that would make sense since there are guests sitting upstairs. Yep. Yep, one of our lifeboats. Alrighty, another day in the books, and Skagway, we can check it off the list. Been there, visited, and had a great day in Skagway. Came back on the ship after Skagway, kind of relaxed a little bit. We did go down and do puppies in the piazza.
Yes.
And it was all right. I mean, they brought 2 husky puppies on board the ship, and really it just turned out to be, take your picture with a puppy. They talked about, dogs just a little bit, and then they brought in 2 puppies, and people just kind of rushed the puppies. They tried to control it, but people were doing their own thing. That much is for sure. So we didn't stand in line and take a picture with a puppy, but they walked right by us, so we got to see the 2 cute little puppies.
Yes.
And who doesn't love puppies? Then after that, we pretty much just went up to the buffet, had dinner, because it was Alaskan seafood night. So Tiffany was at the door with her plate, banging her fork, give me food. Okay, maybe that. Maybe I may have imagined all of that part. But yeah, it was Alaskan seafood night, so we went up to the buffet and had some of that. And after that, we really just kind of went down to the retail shops on the ship. We've been hunting something for our grandchildren. And I know there's lots of stuff, in the shops in Alaska, but we just have not found that this is what they need item. This is what we should get an item yet.
Yeah.
We haven't found the item that speaks to us. I don't know. We'll have one more chance in...
We did, but we did find a train whistle for him, and
Yeah, I was going to get the little one a train whistle.
Yes.
But then I figured my daughter would try to, push me off the mountain when we were there in August.
Yes.
Possibly put the train whistle somewhere that, they would know when you're making certain noises because the train whistle would go off every time. So I don't think sending the baby a train whistle was the smartest move I could have made. But it would have been hilarious when she was sending us dirty text messages.
Yes.
But we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. I said the last 3 days have worn us out. We're going to get a little bit of sleep. And we have time change tonight. So we're moving ahead an hour back to where we were in Seattle.
Yes.
That happens tonight. So I guess technically that gives us... Our morning comes an hour earlier now. Yeah, so we'll lose an hour of sleep. That's right. We'll just make it up by going to bed really early tonight. Like possibly as soon as I hit stop on this video. No. But pretty close. Pretty close. Tomorrow is going to be a sea day. It's pretty much a day and 3/4 of a sea day, because we don't get to Victoria until 7 p.m. on Saturday, and this is Thursday. So pretty much a day and 3/4 here at sea before we hit our next cruise port. But that's going to give us time to do some of the stuff on the ship we haven't really been doing. Because we have honestly been pretty much 99% focused on the cruise ports and sitting on the balcony just watching all of the beautiful stuff go by. But tonight we're going to transition out into the Pacific Ocean so we can make the run back down towards Canada. So there shouldn't be as much to see as we're seeing right now. But the weather is actually supposed to be rough tomorrow. The captain said he expects some moderate sea swells, some 20-mile or 20-knot winds. So he's already said, hey, be holding on to something tomorrow because it's going to be a bit of a rough ride. But every time it gets really rough like that, especially if our bed, is lengthways with the ship and the ship rocks just right. You say we're going to do all these things, the ship's going to be rocking, I'm going to be in the bed sleeping.
Yes.
Because it puts me to bed every time the ship rocks like that.
Yes.
But we've been going on and on here for a while. So we're going to go ahead and close this out for tonight. Catch back up with everybody tomorrow. And we'll be doing some different, like I said, some different stuff around the ship. Showing some more of the ship, some of the different venues and stuff. Some of the stuff we just really haven't been focusing on because we've been focusing so much on Alaska. But I hope everyone has enjoyed today's video. Enjoyed visiting Skagway with us today. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's right over here. It's this one over here. It's got a little thumb. You press that. And if you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It's free to do so. Helps the channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day.
And like always, we'll see you out on the high seas.